Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a brake bleed on my 2020 Toyota Tundra here. This is everything I've got for the job. I got some .4 brake fluid. You can also use .3, but the .4 is a little bit better and is compatible. You can't use .5, that's like a synthetic brake fluid, or I guess this is synthetic, but it's a different kind of brake fluid that doesn't mix with .3 and 4. And then I've got a turkey baster to get the brake fluid out of the master cylinder. I've got this little pick to remove the filter that's on the master cylinder. This is my one-person brake fluid kind of bleeder. So I'll attach this to the caliper, pump the brakes, and then the fluid will get pushed out and it'll collect in the bottom here. And then we'll make sure we put it on this bucket over here above the level of the caliper so that the air doesn't go back into the system. And I've got this nice angled M8 wrench here. This allows you to do this job without taking the wheels off. So I'll show you when I get back there. I can get this on, do the screw, open it. It'll be attached right here to my brake bleeder, and then I'll be able to pump it and then tighten it when I'm done. And a flashlight just helped me see back there. Let's go over here to the car. I got the engine bay already open. So there's your master brake cylinder. I've already taken off that little cap. There's the cap. That's the little filter. That's what I needed the pick for. So what you do here is you suction out as much as you can with your turkey baster. This fluid looks pretty good, but Toyota does recommend doing this in your Tundra every 20,000 miles, and I'm already at 30,000. It's been 4 years. So I'm going to suction all this out, and then I'll fill it up with new brake fluid, and then I'll cut back to where I'll show you how to bleed the cylinder or the caliper in the back there. Alright, so I put my cap back on after I got out as much fluid as I could, and then I filled it up to the max line there. I'll show you how much I actually got out. Not a ton, but enough. So the stuff that you get out, you can put in your bleeder water bottle. So that way you don't want, if it does suction back up, at least it's suctioning up brake fluid. And just make sure this bottle is really clean before you use it. So under the car here, I'll show you our next steps on how we're going to get set up. Grab my flashlight. So you could take the wheels off, but I prefer not to do that today. So come from the back side of on the rear wheel here, and you can see right up there is the brake caliper bleeder screw there. So I'll put my cap, I'll take that little black cap off, connect my hose, and then we should be able to bleed out. I'll go pump the brake a bunch of times, and that'll bleed out a bunch of the old fluid and air. So let me get that set up now, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I got my bucket set up there with my bleeder, one-person bleeder apparatus on there. And we'll go back under the car here. You can see up here how I have the hose connected along with my wrench. So I should just be able to, see if I get the camera right, open this up. My hose is rubbing, or my, there you go. So I was able to open it up just enough. Then now I'm getting a little bit of brake fluid coming out, which is all you need. You can see there, the brake fluid working its way up. I was hitting that tire there with the wrench, so it's a little bit less than ideal, but I was still able to open it up enough. So it's starting to come out. You can already see some air. There's a little air bubble there. It worked its way out. So even though this fluid looks good, It's got some air in it. And even when it's clear like that, it still can attract water. So let me get you guys on here. Let me grab another bucket. That way you'll be level with the other bucket. And now we can watch it. Kind of zoom in on it there. I'm going to go around and pump the brakes, and then we'll see all the air and dirty fluid come out. So I'm still working on it. Looks like I haven't even gotten the fluid necessarily all the way down. But it is filling up more in the... So basically you keep pressing it until you're not getting any air out anymore. And you start with this, you start the furthest away from the cylinder. So rear passenger, then rear driver, and then you'll go up to the front passenger, front driver. And you should be able to do it without taking any of the wheels off. And then I'll keep refilling my master cylinder. You don't want to let that go dry, or else you'll suck a bunch of air into the system. And then again, make sure, the other tip is make sure you don't get any brake fluid on your nice paint, because it'll eat off the paint. So you gotta be careful about that. But I'm gonna keep working at this, guys. If you got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll put an Amazon link to that wrench I used, because that was very helpful. Down below, click on it if you're interested in buying it. I'll catch you all next time.